They took down the whole page.
That shit said something about copyright.
Right. Like they took down the whole fucking page. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck they did this shit. Tag us in the Warner's Talk Network page. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to FanView Real Fans Talk Sports and New Orleans Talk Network. We apologize for that. For whatever reason, Facebook decided to take down the FanView live page. We're doing a live stream. And let me invite you guys to the stream. Get you guys in there.
Pretty much, the Facebook gave us like a copyright infringement.
Which I don't know why.
Notification real quick and deleted the video. So we apologize to our fans. So we just treat it as a quick little 5-minute break. We back.
We back. We back. We was in a very intelligent conversation, and all of a sudden the stream went down. I know we was talking about the Saints and the Packers, and Brett Hundley being that quarterback. And we was talking about what to expect. Maybe going back to UCLA, looking at that tape, maybe some of the preseason tape. We was talking a little bit about that.
And we'll break it down like the weaknesses.
That's what
we went off.
A lot of his weaknesses,
How bad the secondary is outside the safeties for Green Bay and they rush defense.
But going into Sunday, I will say this. I think that it's good. I got one of these feelings of one of these games that I think we need to jump on the Green Bay Packers early. I think if we go up 20,
especially
on the road, go up 20-3, it could do a lot to Case. Because if you Mike McCarthy, you saying to yourself, listen, if I'm down 20 to nothing, 20-3, if I got Aaron Rodgers, my full playbook is still at disposal. But I'm out here with Brett Hundley at quarterback. I don't want to do anything to maybe hurt his confidence going to next week. And I'm not saying you're going to start to forfeit this game and say, okay, submit. But you're not going to have a rookie quarterback come out here making plays that he's probably not comfortable making. You're be down 23 going against Drew Brees and that type of defense. They may pin their hands back. You're not going to make him do plays and go to certain lengths. And so because he's his first time starting.
Right.
But I think if you're going into halftime and the game close, if it's one of those 13-10 games, if it's striking distance, or maybe a field goal apart, you tell us, oh, look, you know what? I see what you're doing well. I see what you do. I open up the playbook a little bit more to you. You can't go out here and give this kid any confidence. That first half is going to tell us a lot, because if you go in the second half and it's a close football game, you're giving this team a little bit of life and a little bit of room of trying to say, okay, you know what? Let me figure out what he may make one of those plays with his legs to get a first down that he's probably not going to be comfortable making or comfortable with doing if he was down 20-3. He may not want to scramble for that 3rd and 5, you know what I mean? Because he's like, man, I don't want to make too many mistakes. But you're going to have to jump on this team early. I mean, if you go up 17-3, 20-3, even 21-7, I think that this game is out of reach for a rookie quarterback, first time start. But if it's close, man,
I
think we still could win, but I would start to favor that it'll be one of those situations when I'm looking at like, okay, you can make a name for this rookie.
I don't think so. I think that's what I think is you could keep it close right off back. Like true, like we would love for you to go out and just like end the game in the first quarter. No, but the thing is, within that first full quarter, you're gonna see everything that they got planned for this quarterback.
Right.
You going in there blind. So you gotta react. I say that third quarter would be the key. Coming in after you seen what they're gonna do, or how fast you can make the defensive staff can make adjustments on the sideline. Going into that second quarter, right before that 2-minute warning, when they go into like a 4-minute offense, you start seeing what really they could just the game plan for them. They running some zone reads. They running instead of running deep passes. They running like hitches,
Right.
crossing route, little wide receiver screen, like something where they just trying to get the ball to their playmakers in space and let them take care of it. You know, once you get the game, once you see how they try to game plan, you make your adjustments. Then you shut away. But if you go, because I don't want the RG3 effect to come in. We didn't know what they was gonna do. We just assumed, and they came out, boom, deep crossing route, Pierre Garçon touchdown,
Quick passes,
and then right, like it was like by the time we caught on, it was too late. We didn't make the adjustments fast enough, and then coming in the third quarter, like they had, like we started. The game was close because we could score, but it was like when we had to, we couldn't stop them.
I think the key person that we're gonna have to make sure we keep our eye on and make sure we don't let him tear us up is Martellus Bennett, because usually a rookie quarterback or a first year guy that's starting off, the tight end is usually their best friend.
Yeah,
right. Martellus Bennett is a pretty solid and proven tight end in this league. We gotta make sure we keep him under wraps. If we gonna lose, we got to make him take shots down the field to people like Jordan, Randall Cobb, and Devontae Adams, which those guys are capable. But I feel better with our secondary being able to keep that on lock versus keeping Martellus Bennett under control. And I think that when Hudlin gets out the pocket, you more often than not you want to see a linebacker or probably Kenny Vaccaro on Martellus Bennett.
Right.
And so that's going to be the key matchup. Who's on Martellus Bennett? Are we going to keep somebody underneath and over the top of him? How we just going to play that whole matchup? It's going to be. I'm curious to see how Dennis Allen going to play this. So I think that's the key matchup. I'm not really concerned about their running game, because usually when you got a guy like Aaron Rodgers, you're so worried about the pass that they get rushing yards against you. So I think that the Saints are not going to give up too many rushing yards. I mean, you might see Montgomery and Jones pop it here and there. For the most part, that we should keep that under control. I see us winning this game 27-21.
Close.
All I want to know,
Close.
Like this would be that big game for Vaccaro. Like Quad is kept.
He had a good game last game.
Quad is kept. Vaccaro is playing at Pro Bowl at Pro Bowl level. So he's playing at Pro Bowl level, and I what I say is you keep his butt in the box like you've been doing, and let him handle Martellus Bennett. And if he goes vertical, then you got you somebody on top. But like as long as he is in that intermediate area, let Vaccaro aggravate the mess out of him, and let's play football.
But Sunday I had a big problem. I mean, I love the way Dennis Allen called the game, except when he put Kenny Vaccaro on Golden Tate. I couldn't understand why he kept putting Kenny Vaccaro on Golden Tate. For some reason, Golden Tate must have got it out for the Saints. When he was with Seattle, he tore us up. When he was the last time he played him, his first year with the Lions, he tore us up. He just have it out for the Saints. And I just think that Kenny Vaccaro should never be like, I better not ever see him lined up on Randall Cobb, Jordan Nelson, or Devontae Adams on Sunday. Okay, against Martellus Bennett, if Martellus Bennett gonna kill Kenny Vaccaro, we deserve to lose. That's how I look at that. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be the matchup that we need to be focusing on Sunday. The Martellus Bennett matchup.
I think when I'm looking at this game plan for this game, I think that if the Saints if you're Dennis Allen right now, your best thing is your job is to keep this kid in the pocket as much as you can.
That's easier said than done.
Don't disagree with that at all. But if you can keep that kid in the pocket for the majority, if he gonna have 70 snaps, and if let's say 40 of them are passing attempts, if you can try to maybe like 25 of those passes to keep him in the pocket and have him try to make accurate throws from there, because that's probably not going to be his strength. That's not what he was drafted out of college. That was his strength.
Right.
So we know going into this first game starting that he's not going to have many completions by having to make passes from that pocket consistently. If he's going to throw the ball 35 times and I keep him in the pocket out of a lot of those attempts, he's talking about maybe 10 or 12 completions. And it won't be deep completions. Right. There'll be something that's over the middle with Martellus Bennett, or a quick outright or a quick screen to try to get some confidence going.
I agree.
But keeping that kid in the pocket would be the best situation for this team to get a victory. If you can do that, you're going to have a lot of 3-and-outs, good field position, and the game gets out of hand by halftime.
Okay. And like I said, my thing was, us starting 0-2, I would have never thought that we was gonna just run a 3-game win streak like this. I ain't gonna lie. I'm very proud of the team I see us becoming. And like I said, for us to beat Detroit, and I mean, you still got to play the game, but we look like the favorite in this game. You know, our schedule is favorable after we get out of Green Bay, bro. And, you know, we can win this game Sunday, bro. Things are looking good for the Saints. And I'm going to be honest with you. I know, what I said at the beginning of the season, 7-9, 7-9, 8-8 at the best. If we can win this game on Sunday, bro.
I'm wrong. I got egg on my face.
Bro, we can end up winning 11 games, 10, 11 games. So, the sky's the limit for the Saints right now. And then, like I say, you know, Willis Snead is back. Devin Broster got to come back. So, I mean, things are looking good for us. Now, my only concern about the Saints, Stupar is out for the season.
Right.
Even though he's not a household name.
He was our special team
guy. Special team dude.
Right. And you know, that's just more depth that we had at the linebacker position. I was very pissed off when I read the reports.
Anzalone out, too.
Right.
So
Anzalone out.
Right.
Linebackers back to back.
Exactly. I was very pissed off when I read the reports that the Saints could have gotten Navarro Bowman for a 7th-round pick. Now, from what I'm hearing, they said the Saints didn't make the trade because Navarro Bowman stressed the fact to his agent that he wanted to be a free agent after this season. And so that's why the Saints didn't make the trade. But I'm like this, man, take a chance, trade for this guy. It's a 7th-round pick.
Right.
Trade for this guy. Try to persuade him once he gets here. You know, it's different once you get here. I mean, Paul George talking about he going to L.A. But if things go good in OKC, I think that's a chance he can stay in OKC.
Right.
So I think we should have made. Now, if they wanted a 5th-round pick for him, I would have made the trade. 7th-round pick, I'd have traded for Navarro Bowman, got him here. Who knows? We might go 11-5, 10-6, go to playoffs, might make a run, might get to the NFC Championship. I'm being optimistic right now. That happens, now, you know, he might think about staying in New Orleans.
Get another 1-year deal or something like that.
So I think we should have made that trade. And I know Mickey Loomis was concerned about him saying he wanted to be a free agent this year. We got to make that trade because we are very thin at the linebacker position. We picking up people from the practice squad. You can't make a run in the playoffs with practice squad players. I'm sorry. So I think at some point we got to make a deal. I think the trading deadline is week 9? 8? You know, time is running out.
I don't think he wanted to be here. I think that
he had to want to be here. We were going to use him. he had to be here. He had to be here. We were going to use him. And then if he, you know, if things didn't work out at the end of the season, sign somebody at free agent or draft somebody. You know what I'm saying? But we had for a 7th-round pick. They could, especially after you just made this trade for when we traded.
You had an extra pick to play.
Exactly. You traded Adrian Peterson.
Right.
We were a 6th-round pick at worst, 4th-round pick at best if he rushed for 800 yards.
Looking pretty likely.
Thank you. So I don't know what David Johnson come back, but hey, that's neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is we had an extra pick to play around with.
Right.
I'd have made that trade and got him here. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all two in that segment real quick since it's a 7 o'clock.
Right.
7 o'clock hour. We still got a couple more topics to get into. We're gonna shift that gear. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the purple go. That's for all call.
I see the big A up there.
But how about them Tigers?
How about them Tigers?
Shift that gear.
Clash.
Shift that gear.
DJ Chalk.
You know what I'm saying? Up to
Flash.
Up to Baton Rouge real quick.
The Flash.
Now we got
that boy Wayne number 7.
We got a lot of fans that watch our show, and I noticed a lot of coaches that watch the show too, and I know they can agree with the comment I'm about to say. Now the common fan might not get what I'm about to say, but
go ahead.
In order to come back of any deficit outside of, I'll say, 10 points. You come back anything outside of 10 points. In the way that they was losing, that's kids playing for the coach. Not for the name. That's kids playing for the coach.
Okay.
When you come back, especially the high school, college level. Mm-hmm. So I know Coach O might not have been the household name. I know he's not the household name. I know he wasn't the first. He wasn't the second. He wasn't the third chart. He was the fall back player. But think about where this team was at. Played 2 Lighthouse of the Blinds, you know, and the amputee committee, and then you come back and things looking good, and then your first real challenge, you lay the egg. You got
Right.
embarrassed. Then you bounce back against another lighthouse of the blind. Then homecoming, and we all was a witness.
We all was
of it.
witness of this.
You was the better talent. You was a better. Look, that game could have got if Troy had some horses, had enough horses. That game would have got ugly quick in a hurry. But you hung around, but you still lost. You homecoming. What do you do after? A lot of teams would here we go. You come back and you beat Florida, who's the second best team on their side of the conference. You come back. You come from behind 20 points down with something that not Saban, not Les, not DiNardo, not any LSU coach has done, especially at home. The largest comeback was 10 points in this. Then you came back from 20 against a conference foe. And at the time, they was the second best team on your side of the division. And you come back, and kudos to Dave Aranda. What Dave Aranda said was, all right, Petway is not playing. This running back is not about to beat me. If you're going to beat me, Stidham going to have to beat me.
Right.
And he brought that extra safety and said, hey, come in the box. If anything, you're not about to run the ball no more. You done. That running stuff is done. And boom. Damn. It's not. Now, where the first half, it was second, where it'll be 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. Now it's 2nd and 8.
Right.
Where it would have been 3rd and 1, 3rd and 3. Now it's 3rd and 7. You gotta pass.
They started winning first down.
First down.
Man, and then man, what it showed was like, man, Stidham can't do it. When you ask Stidham to throw the ball to beat you downfield,
He could not do
it's
it.
over with.
He could not do it.
That team just rallied. They played, and they got big plays. Man, shouts out to Coach O and Matt for giving Matt Canada the leverage to go for it on 4th down, and shouts out to him saying, you know what, everybody think I can run. I just run speed sweeps with these small receivers. I'm gonna bring in this 6'6", 230-pound wide receiver and run a speed sweep and say stop him if you can on 4th and 2. That was big. Kicker makes a field goal, you go up, and then Arden Key seals the game. He's starting to get back in shape. You start to see more and more, little by little, just like 2 weeks in a row, that he's made a play. And man, I just feel good for the guys there that we know personally. The Donnies, the Rashads, the Eds. The guys that we know that we know that bust their butt to get what they at. And man, let me tell you, man, if nothing, Keith, if nothing else about this LSU team, Devin White's a superstar.
He's a star.
Devin, oh my God.
He's a star.
Man, 3 straight weeks,
He
13
leads-
or more tackles.
He leads the SEC in tackles.
3 straight weeks, 13 or more tackles against 2 teams that ain't no
Pushovers.
This ain't no power. Like they play. Florida's gonna play that.
Right.
Auburn's gonna play that. That's their MO.
Right.
And you shining, man. And what this is showing me, like the offense is doing just enough. Now, Etlin is, oh my God, he's horrible.
I could use him at Michigan right now. I tell you that much.
I tell you, man, he had to play for DJ Chark. That would have made the game a little more easy for them. They would have scored a touchdown then. He misses that throw. Man, if Russell Gage doesn't lay out, that's a horrible pass to him. Russell Gage gonna make that catch. And I'm talking about he used every inch of the end zone. He barely.
It's a bad throw. He makes the play.
And look, man, that's just. But that's showing you, like, man, these kids are fighting. They not sitting down.
They could have they could have gave up, man. When they went down. With momentum changing that game, when DJ Chalk catches that bomb and he fumbles that football, and they come back immediately and come back and score, and they were like down 17-3 or 17-0. I thought this game was getting out of hand. I said, man,
it was down 20-0.
It was down 20-0. I was like, man, this game's about to get out of hand. We can turn the channel, turn the station. And all of a sudden, the fight came back.
But I'm no fool, though. I tell you this, though. You need luck. And You need sometimes. I mean, what I mean by luck is, something that you can't control. Your team can't control. And Gus Malzahn, you piss down your pants, as G would say, because no way in hell I'm putting the ball to DJ Chark in that situation, knowing that they struggling, knowing, let's say, I can look. Your defense is legit. We've talked about that. Like, your defense is legit. Your D-line is legit. Your linebacker core is legit. Your defense coordinator is legit with this front seven. And why not just punt the ball out of bounds and say, drive it on my defense? Y'all can't score quick. Y'all got weapons, but y'all can't score quick. In a game where time is the essence,
right?
You decide to punt to.
I put them right back in the game. Change the whole complexion of the game.
Outside,
change everything.
Is it safe to say that DJ Chark is like the best punt returner in the SC this year? I was going to say Christian Kirk, but we hadn't seen that. He hadn't seen nobody else.
They don't punt to Christian Kirk.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. So
they about to stop. DJ Chark do that again. They gonna stop putting him too.
They about to stop putting him now.
I would still say Christian Kirk, but he's showing you, man, there's something about people that 7 and
LSU. It's a playmaking number for that university. If you win that number,
18 is the heart and soul of the team. And 7 is
you're an athlete.
You're a dog.
You're an athlete.
Started back from Patrick Peterson.
You're an athlete.
Look at that 7 run all the way since then.
So here's my take on the LSU Tigers on Saturday. When it was down 20-0, I have to admit I was one of those people that was like, I told y'all this season is gonna be bad. They're gonna win 7 games. Ocean are out of there.
The booster fund is increasing.
LSU, they trying to get the buyout. And then I seen all of a sudden change in this team, and seen a passion from this team, and you just seen a difference from everybody, from the special teams to the defense to the offense. And one of the most impressive things that I think that I took out of this game Saturday, there's guys at 20 carries for 70 yards. 3.5 yards a carry, and you come back and beat these people 27-23. That was impressive. State, like I always say, stating the obvious don't make you an expert
by any means.
But Devin White, like Big Hen said, is a stud. The play on 3rd down, I think it was like 3rd and 5, and Stedman rolls out. This guy came out of nowhere. Looked like he got shot out of a cannon. And ran Stedman down and made him throw it away. And that's in the next play they punted to DJ Chark.
So if you go back and look at that play, like if
where he came from,
nobody was right there. Stidham would have got that.
That would have easily,
got that.
Bro. It's like somebody said poof, and he just you know what I'm saying? And Devin White,
my God, I'm a force coming.
And this kid is on the assault. And look, I know David Rand and Ogeron was like, we got this kid another year. He's a true sophomore. This kid is a stud. Grant Delpit. I'm pronouncing his name right? Delpit, whatever he said. Delpit. He had a phenomenal game because he played bad early on in the year. He's playing bad.
No, I'm not going to lie to you.
He was playing
that
bad.
That first half was bad.
The Mississippi State game, he played very bad.
His first half was bad in this game, though. He gave it the touchdown to that receiver for Autumn at 23, and he got beat bad. And I was like,
but he was coming out.
He's a true freshman.
Right.
Freshman.
But Grant Delpit was coming out, making tackles in the open field.
Second half was better because the first half I was killing him.
He made some big plays on a screen play. I remember he threw a screen, and he read it good and came up and made the tackle because that was easily going to be a 20-yard game or more.
His first half is bad, though.
Dante Jackson. Is this kid not increasing his draft stock? Yeah. I mean, people don't understand, bro. It was a couple plays with Stedman running around in the pocket. Dude probably running around, I mean, give or take 5 to 6 seconds. That's a long time to be covering somebody. They threw across the field. Dante Jackson right with it. League. Let me get that. The kid was unbelievable. I wouldn't
have been throwing it to him. I think in that particular game, the one that they were picking on the first half was Delpit. I'd have made sure that my business to try to find somebody to get him the ball, but the Jackson.
But I told you the adjustment that they made by
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Exactly, and that's how he started making all those tackles.
They put him down in the box. They got him out of the secondary.
Dante Jackson, we know this kid is an athlete.
Yeah.
But he made some
10-1 in the 100?
This kid made play
He
after
made
play.
safety plays.
He made play after play on Saturday, bro, and I was really impressed with him. The other guy that nobody's really talking about, Russell Gage.
Give it to him.
Nah, even though he looked slow as my mama on that speed sweep.
So he went 70, bro. He went 70.
He got tired.
Nah, dog. He's slow. He's slow.
He went 70.
He's slow.
I think he's one
slow.
of those guys that's, because
He got tired of it.
You see it up close, like he's one of those guys that's deceptive.
Yeah, but
he's not a burner. But
yeah.
like, if you give him a couple of steps, you gotta come with it to get him. You
Yeah.
gonna get him.
Yeah.
But like 70 yards later,
Yeah. And that I feel like that changed the complexion of the game.
Yeah.
The touchdown he scored, that was a phenomenal catch. I mean, so I think he changed the complexion of the game. So
Now, piggybacking on what you said about Russell Gage, Kevin Coach said Russell Gage is really showing him something to say he wasn't highly recruited. Out of Rumble?
I don't know. He ain't from Rumble. I don't know where Russell Gage is from. And I'm surprised I don't know where he's from, but
I think it's Rumble.
Kevin Coach said,
He a true
Devin White is
freshman,
a
huh? He a
grown
freshman?
man. You right about that.
He'll see it.
yeah. Russell Gage a senior?
Senior?
Junior, yeah, he's been there.
You sure? Because I think Chad Hardy said he being a true freshman is no excuse.
Yeah, he is a senior.
He's a senior. Okay.
He's done. Chad is.
Or making plays on special teams too. Yeah, he did.
He's talking about Greg, because when Russell Gage first went to LSU, he was a DB. He switched over to a wide receiver last year.
That's like Kobe Stevens switched over from defense to offense this year.
They just trying to get him on the field. Man, him and Ty Harris need to be playing.
I mean, where you play, man? I mean,
you didn't waste it. You didn't waste it all this time with Ty. Don't just go ahead and redshirt him. But man, I love Parrish because I love he bust his butt. He did his time, but it's a business. Let's just be frank. It's a business.
but Eric Monroe coming on has been playing phenomenal.
Yeah, and he's been there.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got in that secondary greedy. I mean, they got so many guys.
And nobody knew about we kept talking about him. We kept talking about one of the
Williams
guys
is playing good,
but nobody knew about Greedy. He was a redshirt freshman. He's a redshirt freshman this year, and to lose a Tre'Davious White and a step and to replace him with a 6'2" legit lockdown now. Nobody's not even throwing his way no more. Like they seen the first 3 games, know what? Done. He legit.
And I'm not doing that 29. I ain't doing that number 2.
Let's put this out here. People don't know. Big Rashard Lawrence, the kid from Neville. This kid had 2 bad ankles. And he had the flu coming into the game. He got shot up with an IV right before the game. Mm-hmm. And this kid, I mean, I know the stats don't show. I think he only had like 2 tackles in the game. But Rashard Lawrence had a phenomenal game. Just getting constant penetration, which opened up Devin White and Donnie to get these tackles.
Also, Christian Lockature.
Christian Lockature is big time. We know that. We know that.
The bleach striker, man.
Stop.
The bleach striker swelling up and down.
Kid had one good game.
Dude, he has a good.
I don't know what you watching,
bro. Like I told you, the NFL don't come for nobody that's hard. The dude messed up his knee. He played like 2 games last year, and the NFL still say, "Look, come out."
We gonna see.
And not only that, bro, stats don't show. It's not gonna show up in the box score.
No.
How good those guys play. Like big when Ed got in the game. Ed did his thing. Big Ed Alexander.
He not.
You know what I'm saying?
He played his game.
Like when you go back to like Sam Montgomery and Neil, like they didn't have nice stats. Or Broncos, they didn't have nice stats.
I'll take you one back. Somebody who's like who's a beast up until he kept getting his back hurt. Tommy Harris. You realize Tommy Harris
for Oklahoma
senior year had 6 tackles. It was a 3rd overall.
But see, he had like 30 quarterback hurries.
Yeah,
right. He got to the quarterback.
You know what I'm saying?
But people don't notice that. People look for sacks.
No, and that's
I'm lying. Like if you don't see,
if you play the D line,
if you look at the D line, you be like, oh, you had 1 sack, 2 sacks. You like, oh, he's sad, oh, you bad.
Your boy though.
Well, but I'm saying though, you play, you coach that, and you know because especially at LSU. When you go to LSU, you're not going to get stats playing the 3 tech. You're not. It's just not going to happen.
Not that defense. It's like even Alabama. There's a mirror. The D line job is the whole. Why do you think Jared Allen didn't blow up to his last year? I mean, let's just be frank.
I think probably the last 3 tech to really have stats was probably Glenn Dorsey. And Glenn Dorsey was Glenn Dawson had like 7 sacks his last year. That's a lot. That's a lot for a 3-tech.
Anthony Johnson had it before his junior year. His freshman and sophomore year,
he wasn't dominating like Glenn. Glenn was like. Glenn was like, dog, you remember Glenn?
Yeah, I remember.
Glenn was like,
get out of my way. He's in there.
Both of y'all get out of my way.
Freak play. They played together.
But you don't think Anthony Johnson underachieved at LSU? Like I thought he was gonna be way better than Glenn Dorsey.
I don't know what happened that junior. I was telling everybody he shouldn't have came out.
Yeah.
And he had a horrible junior. Then he came out and it was like I think he did the reverse Chad Leveling. Chad Leveling
was.
Man,
Chad Leveling was cold.
Man, look,
cold.
Chad Leveling waited until he got to the league to be shits.
Right. LSU, unblockable.
Man.
Unblockable.
Man, he made big boys look good, man. He big, you know what I'm saying? He ran, he had the
He's a beast. That little short lineman, that little bulldozer.
Man, that boy.
Shit. Boy's a hound.
Man.
But
Okay. So
you got Ole
do
Miss
we put LSU in the same conversation as one of the better SEC teams now? Or we being a prisoner of the moment?
I think
you got Ole Miss coming up. I mean, you got to win this game.
I think they're going to beat Ole Miss.
I think they should be the favorite.
Ole Miss is shambles right now.
This is the thing. I put LSU in the same category as I put the Saints. You weathered the storm, and now you take it. You just play each game one by one. And think about it, man. After the Troy game, a lot of people was like, "Man, it's over with. It's done." Then you come.
The booster fund was
you come with 2 conference games, 2 rivals
ranked,
and you win.
You win,
and not only do you win with grit. The Saints, they won with grit. You know, you come in, you play tough. You play a tough game in London. You come back and then you jump out on the Lions. And, you know what I'm saying? Then you grit it out. To a victory. You know, so like I say, if you had 16 games in college football, they would be in the exact same position as the Saints. The only difference, NFL got 16. College got 10. So that extra 6, that when you be like, man, yeah, I'm gonna get that much better. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I will say this, because they got to start showing that you got Gage. Obviously, DJ Chalk looks like an athlete, all-star in the making. You got to find a way to consistently get those guys to football.
But you got, but one thing
they have to.
One thing I think people keep overlooking, Fred, they had 5 freshman offensive linemen against one of the better defensive line units in the SEC, in the nation. They
came back and won. I don't want to take nothing from them. They came back with grit, and they came back and with a play here and a change of momentum play from Charco. And it was getting bad early. I'm not going to take nothing from that. And they came back, and you have the halftime performance there. Honoring the 07 team, I think that had a little something to do with it. I don't think they want to go out there.
Yeah, they had a lot of former LSU, a lot of pros there.
A lot of pros
Brandon
there.
White
was there. Lyle Collins was there.
Yeah, a lot of people was there.
90% of that team was there.
And they
even made Les Miles eat some grass at halftime.
They had some they had some top high school recruits in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like
pressure. Right. It's pressure and it's pride, because Auburn hasn't won Tiger in Tiger Stadium since 99.
And I was watching the game, and I'm watching the sideline. And you saw how amped and bucked up everybody was. They swinging their towels. It was like a party. You know what I'm saying?
And you down 20, and you
down 20,
and it rubbed off on you. Right. And usually you see that because I was like, man, they should have made this a night game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Usually you see like magical stuff happen at night games in the Valley.
I think that was a SEC call. I think that was TV.
Okay.
TV.
Okay.
That was one of those. Conference games, you have no say when you play.
Right.
You got to play when they tell you to play.
Right. This the thing. Looking at the bigger picture, I think they're gonna go to Ole Miss and beat Ole Miss. I think they're gonna win that game.
I just hope they don't look ahead.
Can we know what's ahead?
And then you got
Tuscaloosa,
and then you got Bama after that. So I mean, I don't want get ahead of ourselves.
Right.
But if they beat Bama,
Here's the thing, though. I will say this.
if they beat Bama,
This is looking like one of those things where you laid the egg in Troy, and it's like, this is the bottom we're going to be. You come back and you beat Florida in Florida. You know, you got some grit to yourself. You got the performance. You know, the 10-year anniversary with the 017. You there, and you come back down 20-0. It's kind of one of those things where, looking at it, if there will be a team that probably will beat them, based upon momentum and the way that they're currently playing, it could actually be this team. It doesn't make them a national championship, them getting to that top four.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean that.
That's done this year.
That's done. But it does mean, from a grit standpoint, they can go to Tuscaloosa.
hold on, what's done?
They're making the playoff.
Who?
LSU. That's out.
Hold up now. And I'm not at all trying to sound like I'm an LSU fan right now. I want to put that out there. But if they run the table, listen, if they run the table, they get to the SEC championship and they play Georgia and they beat Georgia. So you telling me out of them 4 teams that are gonna be in that playoffs, everybody gonna be undefeated and having 1 loss? That's not gonna be like that. Somebody gonna have 2 losses out of them 4 teams. That's all I'm saying. It's not completely out of it.
TCU probably gonna.
I don't think TCU had a strength of schedule like LSU.
I haven't seen the committee hasn't shown me that they'll put a 2-loss team in there.
But who's undefeated? Like, who's the last undefeated teams?
Alabama,
Wisconsin,
TCU, Wisconsin, Georgia.
What about Penn State?
Penn State. But they expect all the loss.
Thank you.
They all bad at each other. They all fighting each other.
And they all got conference championships. So my point is this. If LSU, and like I say, we getting way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
but I'm saying,
it just
right. Run the tape.
You got to talk about it because, like I said, I don't want LSU to overlook Ole Miss.
I don't think they're gonna overlook them.
No, but players might be like, man, look, they might not go all out. Like, man,
if this was
Bama.
If this is a non-conference game, I'd be like, yeah, they gonna probably overlook them. But they playing Ole Miss in Ole Miss. Them people, they gonna be ready to play.
Boy, Keem, you bad. Stop that.
Look, but so I'm pretty confident they're gonna beat Ole Miss. Listen,
man, I don't know. Hey, look, that's gonna be one underrated. It's gonna be one of the best matchups to watch. The Shea Patterson with that Dreek, like Chris Morgan say.
The receivers and versus DB matchup
from Ole Miss versus the DB from LSU.
Shoot, it's gonna make it a show. It's gonna make it a show. He's right about that.
Pretty much, what you're watching is a future NFL 7-on-7 matchup. That's what it's gonna be. So it's gonna be some plays made on both sides.
Listen, they beat Ole Miss, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say they come and beat Bama. How bad does that Troy State loss look now? Mm-hmm. Because you would have just had 1 loss.
Against a conference team.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's because I said that when they beat Auburn, I said, bro, that Troy State loss look even worse now. Yeah. Because now it's like, now you'll be going into, like I said, I'm assuming they're gonna beat Ole Miss. You'll be going to that Bama game with 1 loss, and you like,
you'll be a top 15 team.
Let's get it.
But to piggyback on what you're saying, I think that this actually scares Alabama because now they're playing for something. Like, I think going into the Bama game, if there was like a 15 or top 10 ranked team, you go down there and lay an egg. But when you're talking about being ranked 24, which
and we got 1 loss, they undefeated, and we beat them, and we beat Auburn, who is in the top of one of the top teams in our division. And listen,
you're going to have a chip on your shoulder.
Listen, they play Arkansas at home. Arkansas bad this year. They play Tennessee. I mean, yeah, they play them on the road, but Tennessee bad.
They're bad this year.
And then you play A&M at home.
Right.
And
they end up killing Sutherland.
So, and they're going against a freshman quarterback, a true freshman quarterback. So I can only imagine what David Randall's going to dial up for him.
Right.
But, so there's a lot of optimism in Baton Rouge right now. And I think that, they're going to beat Ole Miss. And I'm telling y'all, I think.
You think the booster money coming down?
Definitely.
I think
that Bama game is gonna be really, really interesting, and it's no telling what's gonna happen in that game. And I'm gonna tell you,
they make the playoffs 8-0 drunk in an extension.
Watch, just watch it, Bama this year. Yeah, they're Bama and they're a really good team.
But they hurting the D-line. They have been
But
challenged.
they don't like the other Bama teams in the past. I was like, man, they scare you. Like this team don't scare me. If I'm going against them, they don't scare me. You just know like you gotta play a good game. You gotta play mistake-free football. You can't turn the ball over, especially on the road down there. But they don't scare me. Like Jalen Hurts don't scare me.
It's a better coach team this year than a better talent team.
Exactly.
They're better.
Exactly. Like they running backs, Scarborough and Harris and
Najee.
Yeah, Najee Harris. That's what I'm talking about. In the
I thought you were talking about Damon Harris.
Oh yeah, he's like Harris too.
Yeah.
Damon. So
Damon.
they're running backs. I mean, even though I think Najee Harris is going to be a stud when it's all said and done, but like this year, usually Alabama have two running backs that's like, man, like we don't want to tackle them.
We don't want to tackle them dudes. We want no part.
Scarborough and Damian Harris and Najee, I don't feel like from them this year. I really don't.
I don't know. Scarborough still that.
Scarborough is a low to take down, but he don't like Scarborough has that like that. I think Damian Harris been having a better year than Scarborough. Like if you really
It's arguable. It's arguable.
To me, you know what I'm saying? So I think David Randall, I mean, he had a great game playing last year against Alabama. I mean, the only mistake they had is when they let Jalen Hurts.
They didn't call a holder.
He ran. It was like a 40-yard, 35-yard touchdown run. They don't give up that. They probably won that game, but they couldn't move the ball on offense. And that's
throw the holding penalty, man.
And I think that David Randall. David Randall. I mean, not David Randall. Matt Canada. Everybody's catching on to them speed sweeps.
Yes,
we know that's what you're in love with. So
that's the only thing that gets y'all, G.
You know what I'm saying? So
G,
he better come on with other ways.
50 yards a pop.
They better come on with other ways to move that ball.
They come in 50 yards a pop.
I would say like Canada's like. He can't do what he want to do. I know. What I'm saying is, like the offense that I've seen him run, like I said this past, like the offense I've seen him run, he had a quarterback that can make the throws downfield, that can make an accurate throw, and
right now he may not have that quarterback that can do that.
We seen it. ain't no may not.
He ain't got it.
He ain't got it.
He ain't got it.
Look, Chad Harden makes a good point. They got a bye week after Ole Miss.
Yeah. To get healthy.
And that's an extra week to prepare for these people. I don't know.
But Bama also get a bye week. They always make sure they both have a bye week.
So like,
has Bama had their bye week already?
No, they always get they have the same bye week.
Because if you watch the game last year, bro, LSU really could have won that game, bro. They really could have won that game if they could have found some kind of way to score some points. It'll be Alabama last year. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be real interesting, bro. Like I say, the sky's the limit for them this year. I mean, for the rest of the season, because they after they play Bama, they got to keep cook schedule. I ain't gonna say keep cook because of the SEC, but
if they can beat Bama,
they're gonna be the favorite.
They're the favorite to come out. They're the favorite.
They're the favorite to win all them games after
they
Bama.
come out of the West, which means that if Georgia is still there, undefeated, and they get there, still only having 2 losses.
Georgia look good, man. Georgia look good. Kirby Smart this second year, like with Georgia, dude, they look real good. With Sonny Michel running the ball, one of my favorite running backs in college football. I actually like him more than Barkley from Penn State, but Sonny Michel look good. Kirby Smart, you know that.
Like him better than Barkley?
I like him more than Barkley. I'm not saying he's better than Barkley. I'm saying I like him more than Barkley. And Penn State, I say Penn State. I
say Barkley good.
Kirby Smart. You're gonna have that defense ready to play. I mean, he was the staple of the defense on Alabama defense staff for many years.
He's been with Nick Saban for over the past decade.
Right. So
he was with Nick Saban when he was here at LSU.
Right. So Georgia is going to be ready, and I think that they should be in the SEC championship. I mean, barring them having a major injuries,
they're gonna be there. The only obstacle they have is Florida, and if they can get past Florida, which I think they will. Barely any injuries, you can expect the undefeated Georgia team there. Now, the question is, who's coming out of the East? Because right now, by LSU beating Auburn, the West now is wide open.
And then look, like it ain't like Auburn can't beat Alabama.
Yeah, I ain't saying that.
Right.
So, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with that.
The West is still wide open.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Bama got 2 tough games left. LSU got 1. So,
because Auburn's still fighting.
Because what if Alabama lose to LSU and Auburn? LSU just at the top. Nah,
Yeah.
Because I don't know how it's gonna work out if they got one loss, Bama got one loss, and Auburn got one loss. Auburn and Alabama both can't have one loss because they gonna play.
LSU would be there because they only have one loss in conference. They always have one loss in conference.
I know, but who would be?
You don't know
who come out the West?
You don't know who there's a top.
So how they gonna determine the tiebreaker?
Because I don't know. Because I think LSU lost to Mississippi State, but Bama beat Mississippi State.
Right. But if LSU beats Bama,
if Auburn beats Mississippi State,
they already have.
Auburn beat Bama.
And if Auburn beat Bama, then that head-to-head matchup of LSU.
It goes to head-to-head. It goes to head-to-head.
You know,
and LSU would jump both of them if LSU beats.
I tell you what, Ogeron got something to motivate these guys with, and I'm gonna tell you something, bro. And I know we talked about this last week about who's head coach material and things like that. Don't be surprised if you see a lot of schools throwing the bank at David Rand after this season.
He doesn't want to be a head coach.
Well, and that's about to lead me to my next point. I don't see him as he like a Bud Foster.
Yeah. Brent Venables
from Clemson, yeah,
right.
Like one of those people that's like, look, I love being a coordinator. I love to be on the side of the ball.
Dick LeBeau.
And I don't want all of that responsibility. I stay in my lane. Pay me my top dollar money, and I'm cool with that.
Right.
So So did he come out and say that, or that just?
He's because that's why his contract is. If you look at the verbiage of his contract, they would have no hard feelings if Dave Randall went to be a head coach. He doesn't have no aspirations. So when they updated his contract, all they said was you can't. If you go to
come to D coordinator.
No, you can even go be another D coordinator. But if you go be a D coordinator to another school in 250-mile radius, then they got that buyout is the main reason why they did that because Todd Herman, Houston is exactly 249 miles from Baton Rouge. And Todd Herman and David Randall were college roommates.
Okay, so it's like
friends.
Right.
And so they with him getting that job, they didn't want him
to go there.
Yeah, they're like, well,
I can understand that.
If we lose you, we're not gonna lose the head coach that we wanted and our damn defense coordinator. We ain't losing both. So, and then they knew and pretty much what they said was Texas, y'all got money, but y'all can't afford to give this guy a new contract, pay for a new staff, buy out his contract at LSU, and give him a new contract. You ain't got just. That's why when people were talking about calling for Ed Ham, yeah, LSU got money, but y'all don't realize how much they still paying.
Less.
Then you got to turn around and pay $12 for Ed this year.
I'm not gonna tell you no lie, Big Hen. That booster fund, we was at the game. That booster fund was growing.
Man, look, you can look. What's the difference between NFL and college? NFL can survive without dead money. You dead money in college means this facility not being built. This facility, and then look, if that facility not being built, I don't care who you coach, you losing that recruit because this school got this facility. That's who you recruit back. See, that what a lot of people don't understand what recruiting is nowadays. It's not the name.
Unless you talk about a Notre Dame,
right?
People like that.
I'm talking about the head coach.
Right.
Saban is a section name. Yeah,
Urban Meyer.
Yeah, Dabo is a section name.
Right.
But when kids go there, it's not the coach. They go look at. You know why Clemson started coming up? Have you seen
new facility?
Man, they got their own beach. They got their own beach. These kids literally can. The football team literally can come from the meeting room, go down the slide, and slide straight to a pool.
So that's why kids not. Amazing. So that's why kids not going to Miami anymore. They need to update their facilities.
Man,
I know it's a place of destination.
Texas A&M having outside Johnny Manziel and even with Johnny Manziel, they best was 7-5. They hadn't won a lot of games. How they keep getting these top recruits? You see their facilities? Oh my gosh, that's.
Nice.
Look, Oregon is out in the middle of nowhere. People can't families. Most of the top talented kids, let's call them spade, come from economically poor areas. They family can't go and fly to watch them play at home.
Eugene, Oregon.
You know right. But why are these kids going there? Do you see their facilities? I mean, Texas Tech is not no high. Look, Texas Tech is far from New Orleans. Why these kids going there? You see their facility?
Right.
I mean, that is recruiting now. It's not the name. It's not the relationship so much as, man, look, if I got
the facility at the university
here, if I got to spend 3 to 4 years here, I'm gonna spend 3 to 4 years something nice. And if this is something nice and I'm comfortable with it, plus play and be competitive, well, that's icing on the cake.
Right.
So when you talking about buying out a coach, you also talking about lose. Like, yeah, I'm gonna buy out this coach, and that's what that's what saves a lot of the coaches. Like, all right, you buy me out, and that facility that we you gonna miss out on 10 guys.
Agreed.
Within these next 2 years, and these 10 legit guys.
Right.
These 10 legit guys that will go any other way and make them special.
Right.
Why you think Gus Malzahn stayed put? Because he was able to get I can't think of that defensive lineman. Oh my gosh, he was able to get that fire defensive line class in. Got all the transfer and like, look, all right, you let me go, but like the stuff I'm doing,
I'm getting recruits.
And they knew it. Like, look,
the money got to go somewhere.
Like, yeah, we go get a better coach, but the thing is, we gonna miss out on these players.
Right.
And you can have a sorry coach and talent. We seen it with Jared Denard.
Right.
and be respectable. I mean, let's call it
a spade a spade.
Ain't no reason in the world them teams shouldn't compete for a national championship every year.
Easily, man. You talking about Bud Foster, Cecil Collins, Rondell Milley, Herb Tyler,
Kevin Falk.
We
Period.
Not playing?
Not even close.
We last place? How?
Going 8-4, 7-5.
But
crazy.
But we got
But
quick shift real quick. We want to go high school or we want to go NBA?
I think we need to go talk about the opening night.
Open night.
In the NBA.
And say high school for last?
Yeah, and the opening night in the NBA.
Opening night in the NBA, man.
The Protestant man.
Okay. The cow with the Celtics, and then they followed up with the Rockets and the Warriors.
You got it.
LeBron's that man.
First, I want to say, man, the seed going here with the go down like that in the first game of the season, bro. Like, it broke
6
my
minutes
heart.
in the game.
It broke my
Bad
heart, bro,
injury.
to see him go down like that. To see the players' faces and just, I mean, you never want to see somebody go down like that. I kind of like compared it to the Sean Livingston and the Paul George injuries, bro. And it broke.
I say more of a Sean Livingston because it actually happened in season.
Right, and it broke my heart because, and then it's like, I hate to I don't want to sound insensitive, but just like I'm thinking like, damn, the Celtics had so much promise this year, and now they're not gonna have one of their best players.
Right.
Now their season probably gonna be very, very mediocre now, and but I wish the best for
They're starting up 0-2. They lost last night.
I wish the best for Gordon Hayward, and I hope he have a speedy recovery. But with all that being said, the Cavs look good. I still don't think that they're going to be a good matchup for the Warriors. They're very old. LeBron is still that guy, and I think, of course, they're going to run through the East. It's not going to be any problem. But I still I know there's one game, but I still don't see that roster being able to compete with the Warriors. And as far as the Warriors in the Rockets game concerned, I mean, I'm a Rockets fan. I was excited that we won that game, but
down by 17, baby.
Down by 17.
Come back.
Down by 17, but let's be all the way real and keep it a band. We don't have a shot in hell to beat them people in the 7-game series.
I said the thing that surprised me the most about your team, y'all did all that with Chris Paul on the bench.
Yeah. Now I will say this: it pissed me off with a lot of people, and then it'd be a lot of people that just like it's like I don't know if you don't understand basketball, if you just got bad understanding. But it's like the only reason the Warriors lost because Draymond Green got hurt. Stop. You still got Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry. You still got 3 killers on the court, and you still couldn't get it done.
You had Nick Young who put up buckets in a short period of time.
So at home, I don't want to hear nothing about Draymond Green got hurt. Yes, I do understand Draymond Green is a very important piece to that team, but you still should have kept the Rockets from coming back, and you should have won that game, especially with Chris Paul not playing majority of the fourth quarter. P.J. Tucker really showed that he's going to be a very important piece to that team. I'm not saying he's Draymond Green, but he's the Rockets version of Draymond Green. He's about 6'5", 6'6", maybe on a good day. He can guard. He can switch on pick and rolls. He can guard a person in the post. He can guard on the wing. He's a tough-minded player.
He knock down 3 points.
And he can knock down shots.
A lot of intangibles.
James Harden made plays after plays. Eric Gordon looked real good off the bench. I think that out of all the teams in the NBA, and I don't want to sound like I'm biased, but I think that the Rockets roster is the best setup to give the Warriors a run for their money. Even though I don't think we could beat them in a 7-game series unless we just play out of our minds like we did on Tuesday night. No other team, I just don't see no other team that can go scope for scope and hit them with them blows like we was hitting them with on Tuesday night. So, but I like I said from the beginning, everybody's playing for second place. The Warriors, I mean, how you gonna stop that? That well-oiled machine they got going. It's gonna be tough to stop. And Swaggy P going 8 for 9. I mean, he's gonna be wide open all year long. It's gonna be tough to beat him. Everybody's playing for second place. I'm curious to see how OKC gonna look with their 3-headed monster, but I still don't see them because top to bottom they just don't match up good. Because when your second string come in,
it's gonna get bad.
I mean, Golden State second string is just as good, if not better, than everybody's in the league, and that's where they step on everybody's throat with. Because when you put your second team in, they second team come in with people like Sean Livingston, you know what I'm saying?
David West,
and those guys just pedal to the metal. So it's gonna be an interesting basketball season. I think it's gonna be a little watered down because with all these super teams. But when you see people like OKC playing and even the 76ers, I love what I see from them guys. I think that's a good young talented team. But when you see people like the Rockets and OKC and the Warriors, that's gonna be the games everybody gonna watch. But everybody else, the TV ratings for the NBA gonna be down this year because there's so many teams that stacked up. And
Opening night was good because of how they paired and how they matched the two up. They matched the two up for Houston versus the champs. They got the rings that night. They had the first matchup. Obviously, Kyrie being traded, coming back to Cleveland, opening night. They strategically did that right. So opening night was a great success for the NBA. But at the end of the day, when you're looking at it, you're saying something. We know in the 7-game series that Boston is standing a shot, this season. We knew that. Gordon Hayward going down with that gruesome injury makes it all worse. I did like this. I did like when the game was over how Kyrie and LeBron show respect.
That was fake. It was fake.
It was respect.
It was fake.
I know they don't like each other.
Like, listen, to me,
but I like to see that.
I don't because guess what? If I know I don't really like you, I'm not gonna put on the front. I can't fake the funk. Kyrie know he don't like LeBron. LeBron know he don't like him. So why fake the funk? You saw what they did before the game, huh? Kyrie couldn't even look him in the eye. Kyrie was like, I don't mess with you. You know what I'm saying? and this is my whole thing, bro. And I'm from I'm an 80s baby. All I know is the beef that we used to see with John Starks and Jordan and the
Charles
Pistons,
Oakley would knock
the
him
Pistons
down.
and Jordan. That's what I'm used to seeing. I like seeing the beef. Now, when y'all get outside the arena and y'all in the club or wherever y'all want to go be, y'all can dap off and do all you want. But when y'all in between them lines, I don't care if the game over. Man, don't shake his hand. That's what I like to see. And I think it gives the NBA more of a buzz. Just saying.
What you got, Big Hen?
I'm not gonna say too much because I'm still gonna stick with the NFL, the best sport out there. Man, look, we got 17 weeks. Nobody can beat our ratings. Y'all play 82 games. Just call a spade a spade. Y'all can't fuck with us. But I
agree.
I agree. People what they want, as they say. But, man, I kind of disagree with what G said. I think the Cavs in a 7-game series, the amount of I see, KD's an unstoppable force. He's 7 foot. He can handle the ball. He can shoot. Nobody. He's a tough guard. On the same flip side of that, LeBron is a tough guard when he wants to be. I just think that that series could go either way because I still that team still learn each other. They're gonna get better as it goes. We know Wade gets better as the season goes along. Crowder gets better as the season goes along. Like you could draw so many different lineups that can give the Golden State hell too, and we still hadn't seen IT. You won't see him. So depending on how he comes back and all the stuff, line up stuff, and then don't forget the prize of that trade is that Nets pick. You don't know what you can. You don't know if you're gonna keep it, or you don't know what you can get. You can get King's ransom for that pick. So
you think it's a chance that the Cavs might make a move and trade that pick and get even better?
I mean, I can see like somebody being disgruntled, like I hate like. Can you think like somebody like a Andre Drummond being so disgruntled, like what I'm saying, look, man, give us Andre, give us first pick.
Or the Pelicans.
Or Boogie. Look,
that's what I'm saying. Look, y'all give us that pick, we gonna give y'all Boogie.
We know Boogie's not resigning here. Here's that pick, and you make that team like that. Like you say, oh my gosh.
Because Brooklyn, it's going to have that.
The weak spot for the weak spot for Golden State is the big man
paint.
Because Draymond Green is a big man, but he's on the perimeter. KD is a big man for them. He's on the perimeter. You only got one. Like, see, LeBron. That's why LeBron gives them so much fit. Because if he's a
big physical
man.
man.
KD, come down here and bang. Come down here and bang. You lose that. But I say you haven't. And then without seeing IT. You haven't seen what that full roster can do. So and
he gonna have time to get back in shape and get that rhythm because he come back for Christmas.
And the good thing about it too, like he comes to the role where he doesn't have to be the guy. He can take his time and get better. He can take his time finding his groove. I was really encouraged when I seen Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose looked like vintage Memphis. Like what he got drafted. He looked like Pooh. You know what I'm saying? He looked like Pooh Rose instead of like the hurt that man like he shown like when he wanted to that quick explosion, like it was like nothing nobody could do with him. And that 2-man game with him and LeBron was doing. The way and LeBron chemistry is there. Like they was just like it was like just reading the book. They didn't have to say nothing defensively or offensively. Like they're just moving and like I hate to see the as an athlete just hate to see anybody get hurt. But then I look at the big picture, man. Boston gave up so much for him. You traded IT to get Kyrie to go with
Crowder
with Gordon Hayward. You tried to trade Avery Bradley because of the money situation.
Right.
So now the only thing that's your saving grace, Boston, you had a logjam at small forward, which is another position that Gordon Hayward would have played. But now that dressed Marcus Smart to the starting role, which I think he's better coming off the bench than being a starter. So now you got that bench hole to fill. Now Jason Tatum has to start. I wanted to slow play him long, but because you need another scorer. Kyrie can't do it by himself.
No.
Al Horford is still until he gets that power forward. I think he's
out of position.
I think he's one Raven good range from being Bourbon Street trash water, and Jaylen Brown's just defense.
You can tell he improved.
He improved.
But he's not. You can tell he's confident in driving and defense. When I seen a couple times like where a seasoned small forward would have took a shot, like he pumped naked and the guy got rid of it real quick. He didn't want that problem. But my thing is not what does that do to your rotation and to that bench.
Boston went from possibly being the second seed, possibly not being the fifth seed.
The teams that
Washington, Toronto, going to slide themselves in there, including Milwaukee.
When you see them go down, teams that got happy, Milwaukee,
Washington. John Wall probably like yes.
Toronto.
Toronto, I ain't worried about
Toronto. Sixers, a young team that nobody like. When you talking about
nobody gonna want to play them in the playoffs.
You re-signed Joel Embiid. That was the biggest thing you had to do. You got him back. You got a young Marquez Fultz.
Still not
deal. You got Ben Simmons. You got a young team. You got a knockdown shooter in JJ. You got a young team that's big heavy that if you turn into a half-court game, will give any and everybody a problem. You still got Jahlil Okafor.
He ain't even play last night.
You got sorry kid, man. I'm telling you, man, look, that's
And
tough.
Robert Covington. I mean, I know
It's
a lot of
it's starting to be the biggest component of the whole team.
A lot of people don't know who that is, man. That
man,
kid
he's nice.
hit 7 threes last night.
He's a 3-point. He's a 3 guy. That's big.
Jared Bayless.
Flipping into the West. The Warriors are who we thought they were. Nothing to say about that. The one thing I said, man, look, that bench doesn't scare me as much. Like, yeah, you add Swaggy P, but Sean Livingston is older. Iggy is older.
But Iggy
is still Iggy, but you know what I'm saying. But he's older. David West is just coattailing, hoping for another ring. Zaza he's always been trash.
But PJ McCraw, young player.
I still like, man. He got a big hole to figure out. I think Ian Clark did so much for him last year, and he was a young player. They didn't get to bring him back. You hoping McCall can do what he did for you,
Right?
And,
still got JaVale McGee.
He's a starter.
Well, Pachula started the other night.
But I still think Chris Paul for the Rockets. Chris Paul and James Harden, they still working out their dynamics. They still got. I think more than anything, I think they bummed they couldn't get the Melo or something like that. They couldn't get that third person. But your bench is legit. Your bench will help you out more than anything. That's about it.
It's just open tonight. It's not. It's hard to project what's going on. So many things can happen. Like, again, Gordon Hayward going down 6 minutes in the season. I'm not wishing injuries on any other player, but there's so much basketball to be played. So much going on that can change the landscape.
King, nobody want them sorry-ass Lakers.
Lakers ain't going nowhere, along with the Pelicans.
I tell you what, man. I watched the Spurs and the Timberwolves last night. I thought the Timberwolves was gonna win, but that's me going against Pop. Who am I to think that this young group of kids could come into San Antonio and people, even without Kawhi Leonard, and they found a way to get it done. And the thing about it is, man, I think this kid DeJounte Murray, who was a starting point guard for them, I think that he brings a different dimension to this team. When Tony Parker comes back, Tony Parker needs to come off the bench. DeJounte Murray look like he's going to be a really good player in his league.
He looks like a younger version of him.
I mean,
but he's a little more. Look like a little more physical.
I mean, the kid about 6'4", 6'5".
I'm saying he's like a little more physical, but he's like a younger version of him.
He's the
young Tony.
He looked real good. He looks real good in that system. LaMarcus Aldridge looking like the LaMarcus Aldridge from Portland. So
he better. He got an extension.
Kyle Anderson. I mean, this kid from UCLA, slow-mo. I mean, this kid. I mean, I know he's starting because Kawhi was out, but this kid look like he's gotten better.
He's grown. And so I think he's grown since being in that system. He's become a 10-time going from D League to come back up, and now he's like a 4-year player. Now you can see like, okay, you know what? They have a role for him.
I think he's gonna be big on the bench, but the kid that I think that's gonna make the Spurs better, and I don't know how I forgot about this kid in the offseason, Rudy Gay.
Yeah,
Pop is gonna revitalize Rudy Gay's career, and he had 14 points off the bench. It was a big, impactful 14 off the bench against the Timberwolves last night. Every time the Timberwolves was coming back, getting in within two, getting within one, Rudy got a shot, and we know he could defend with them long arms and playing in that system with Pop. I just think he's gonna be big for them. But with all that being said, I still like Minnesota. I think it's going to take them a little while to figure it out. I still making a playoff. I see them being like a 7 or 6 seed. And they're going to be one of them teams that after the All-Star break, I think they're going to be there figured it out. And they're going to be one of them teams you do not want to play in the playoff because from a roster standpoint, they are loaded.
But here's the thing, though, just to piggyback on the Timberwolves. If Andrew Wiggins don't become who everyone thought he was going to be, being the first overall. Now, granted, he can score. This kid can average 25 points on any given. He could average that throughout the season. But him averaging 25 points and him becoming, I'm not going to say the leader of that team, but the voice that team needs as far as coming wins and losses. Because right now this team's at a point where wins and losses, and him scoring 25 points and, playing great defense. But at some point in time, the team needs to be able to win. Because some nights he'll come out here and score 25, and he'll score 30 points. And the next night he'll have 14 and 7. And that's fine if the team still wins. but the team doesn't win. That team needs to now know who is the leader. Is it going to be Big Cat? Is it going to be Andrew? Or is it going to be Jimmy? It needs to, that identity has to be established. And I think it's Wiggins. But at the end of the day, it needs to be established for that team to figure out where's it going. Because if it doesn't happen, it won't matter.
No, it's 8 o'clock. We're about to go off. But I got to shift real quick. Got to shift.
Fourth gear, baby. Hey, meat, baby.
G, what's going on high school wise? G, what's going on high school wise this week?
We got St. Helena playing in meet tomorrow night for the district championship. This is going to be a big game. Last year they couldn't play because Mead was suspended for the first game of the season. Mm-hmm. The brawl against Bugaloos in the playoffs. They didn't play St. Helena last year, but they're playing them this year. St. Helena has one loss on the year, and Mead is steamrolling past every goddamn body. And they have the number one player in the 2019 class, Ismail Sofa, Sasfa, Devontae Lee, one of the most dynamic receivers, not just in the state but in the nation. Cam Henderson, Tyrus Wheat. I mean, the list goes on and on. Kyle Maxwell. I mean, they are loaded in a meet. But then St. Helena's are loaded too. Troy Hurst and Ricky Travis and those guys, and they're playing at St. Helena tomorrow. It's going to be a big game. I will be in attendance. GSports will be in attendance. I can't wait. I'm going to be there for the pregame festivities. You know, they're letting these kids out of school early tomorrow. Not just football players, but the whole student body. It's going to be a big game tomorrow. And I tell you what, I'm picking a meet. I'm picking a meet. You know, that's no disrespect to St. Helena, but I tell you what, ain't meat better come with it on their mind because, you know, with people like Ricky Travis and Troy Hurst on that team, and you know, this is 2A ball, so a lot of kids are going both ways. These kids are going to be a problem on both sides of the ball, and I think
it's a big time.
It's going to be a nail biter, but I think I see me winning this game in the end, 27-24.
Coach Hen,
the D-line coach, who coaches the number one player in the nation, man. What you got to say about this game on tomorrow night, man? Not too much pressure.
It's a bittersweet feeling because as a lot of people know in the coach world, I coached at St. Helena for 4 years. Mm-hmm. My wife is the vice principal at St. Helena. So it's been a split house this week.
Wow. Imagine your household.
It's been a split house.
Your household.
I know Coach Brown very well. Me and Coach Brown are college teammates. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's all about the kids. I still love the kids there. I give my all to the kids that I have now. Mm-hmm. We had an excellent week of preparation. Our mindset and our goal this week was to go in and just destroy senior night. The St. Helena senior night. Last time that that special group will actually play a regular season game in their stadium, and we just had a lot of motivated factors this week. They are the defending district champions.
That's correct.
We stepped into their division, quote unquote. We played them for the district championship on their field. It's going to be a great game, man. It's going to be a great game. The communities are all in. They're like the trash talk has been.
I love it.
Has been.
I love it. It's underway.
Has been at an all-time high from their players making videos and stuff.
We talking about
talking about
7 to 10 D1
Twitter
kids.
beef. The Twitter beef.
It's special, and this is what high school sports is about.
Right.
It's an athletic rivalry. Like these kids, like outside of this, like these kids actually know each other. They grew up together. They've been playing against each other since they could put on diapers. You know,
right.
The huggy leagues and all this stuff. These kids have a mutual respect and love for each other. At the end of the day, man, I just want to see a good, clean game, which I know will be. Nobody gets out of there hurt, and everybody go out and represent because later on in the playoffs, because outside of this being a district championship, you got the number 3 team in 2A playing against the number 7 team in 2A. you got it's the high school game of the week.
That it is.
For the state. And that's saying something. That's saying something. You got a lot of 5A teams. You got a lot of quote-unquote blue bloods. And the game of the week is 2A teams on the North Shore.
But that's not your two typical 2A teams.
No,
it's
you talking about maybe seven.
Like y'all could, like Amy and St. Helena could go to 5A and compete.
But just think though, like you talking about like, and this is no shot to like, but you talking about like East St. John and Harnville, who's playing for the district championship this week. Eric plays
Lighthouse of the Blind.
I thought they played Landry Walker.
Played Landry Walker last week and they lost 30 to Zap.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I thought that was the game.
Who lost?
Landry Walker beat John Everett 30 to Zap.
Doesn't Carr play
Zap?
Either 35
1-Eye Willie.
35 or Eastern this week?
That's next week, I think. I could be wrong. I think 35 play Eastern next Friday. They play on week 9.
One of those two play each other. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like all those games, you pick 2A teams.
Game of the week
on the North Shore. And man, if y'all plan to come out there, man, I say get there early. You
know I'm coming up there.
The green, like you can't get there through the Greensboro exit like you normally would. You have to take the back road through a meet up 16 to get there. So it's a 5 minute. It's a 5 minute drive from the A meet exit to St. Helena going the back.
People not getting lost in Greensboro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying, man. Look, man, come if you want to see some good hard headed football.
It's one of the top games. It's one of the top games in high school football this year. I can tell that St. Helena is going to bring it. They've been probably looking forward to this game since the schedule got started.
And look, Chris Morgan, who's a good friend of mine, he's the DB coach at St. Helena. He's saying be there by 3 just to get a good park.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I want to know what y'all game plan is. I mean, go there and put it out there, Big Hen.
Can't do that.
What y'all game plan is? How y'all gonna stop Troy Hurst, baby? And Ricky Travis.
We just play big game. The game's won in the trenches.
Troy Hurst and Ricky Travis, man, one of the best athletes y'all gonna see all year. What's your game plan? Put it out there. Tell us what y'all gonna do to stop these people. I need to know. The FanView people need to know.
Man, I was gonna say this, man. Coach Powell, who's our head coach and our offensive coordinator, he's done an excellent job getting creating a game plan to attack one of the better defenses in 2A. They I want to say they have 3 shutouts so far this year. They given up 9. They averaged only 9 points scored on them a game. That's amazing to say we had week 8. So Coach Powell done an excellent job. On the flip side, Coach Gordon, who's the defense coordinator, has done an excellent job getting prepared for that 4-headed rushing attack that they got over there, man. They got some real special kids, and our defense is no slouch too. We think we're the best defense in the state, regardless in the A. We're giving up 11 points a game, just 2 behind St. Helena. So
it's gonna be a good game, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, defense wins championship, so it's gonna be a defensive game. It's a friendly rivalry on our coaching staff. Offensive guys think they're gonna hold our defense like we're gonna give it to y'all again. But I just want a good, clean game. I just hope nobody gets hurt.
No injuries.
These kids come out and play
hard.
The quiet as kept, man. We could possibly be playing each other in 3 weeks again. Well, not 3 weeks because we both will be high seeds. Maybe like 4 or 5 weeks.
4 or 5 weeks.
We might be playing each other.
But this one hit for bragging rights, and I think St. Helena pulls it off, 20-12.
Wow.
This one's for bragging rights.
Wow.
I think the bragging rights goes to St. Helena.
Smile in your face.
20-12.
I was about to curse out.
Backstabbers.
I had to remember I was on TV. But you know what?
Backstabbers.
You my high school teammate. I mean, you my high school classmate. So we've been knowing each other since Charbonnet.
We know each other all our life, baby. All our life, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
And right now,
but that's what
it's not to go against you. I just think that for bragging rights, I think St. Helena comes out 20-12.
Look, man.
20-12.
It's gonna be a great game.
Y'all got a kicker?
Man, you talking about? We got Roger Brown, baby. Made it 30 yards.
Or why you say 12?
You know what I'm saying? Made it 30 yards.
People got to kick it, man. 20 to 14.
We got high hopes for the kicker. We gonna see.
Look.
I would say this.
We gonna see.
Man, this is something big for our network too. Like, of course, I won't be part of the broadcast tomorrow. But man, you talk about like Coach Powell, who was the first high school coach that we interviewed on the show.
Coach Valdez, he tuning in right now, man. Coach Valdez from St. James.
You know, they're doing something. I'm surprised that you saw Preston on offense, man. That's some good stuff.
And and St. James got a big game tomorrow night. They play De La Salle.
Look, you see that game.
De La Salle are good.
But the little old 2A team got the game.
They play De La Salle, bro. They play De La Salle. And I know Coach Valdez going to have them rocking and rolling. Lance Robinson, I got to put that out there. Got to put this out there. Lance Robinson, the highly touted safety from De La Salle. You know, the kid got like 30 offers or something like that, close to it. He put a tweet out there. You know, somebody from the media said, classic 3A showdown, St. James versus De La Salle is going down Friday night, 7 p.m., blah, blah, blah. Lance comes and retweets it and says, it ain't no showdown. We blow these people out every year. So you want to talk about bulletin board material.
For somebody who like the mess. I ain't gonna point no fingers.
About that mess.
You talk about bulletin board.
I'm just scratching.
You talking about bulletin board material. You can't tell me Coach Valdez and those St. James Wildcats ain't gonna be riled up for that on Friday night tomorrow.
What?
I can't believe Lance Robinson made that comment publicly. Why would you want to get these people bulletin board material like that? And you know they one of the most talented teams in 3 that you're gonna face. So I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on what's going on in that game tomorrow night. If I wasn't going to the St. Helena, if I wasn't covering the St. Helena and a meat game tomorrow, I definitely would be in St. James getting some of that cooking.
Man.
And covering that De La Salle and St. James game tomorrow night.
I piggyback off what you said real quick, man. I don't think people realize the amount of talent that's going to be on the field Friday night.
We talking about 7 to 10 D1 players.
You got a Memphis commit. You got a Grambling commit. You got like 3 other guys who's going to be
highly recruited. Highly recruited D1.
College next level players just on St. Helena alone. You got a Missouri commit in Tyrus Week. Don't even talk about the junior class. That's ridiculous.
Correct.
That's ridiculous. Number 1 player of the nation, number 5 player of the nation.
Right.
You know, so don't even talk about
on one team.
Talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And just I think the thing that made us better this year, honestly, we had kids that didn't play last year because last year Amy team was loaded, and these guys came in, stepped in, bust a butt to get where they at. I mean, you don't luck into 7-0. You don't luck it. I don't care what level you
hard work and dedication,
you know
baby.
You don't luck into it. You know what I'm saying? And it's the way they've been playing. Just like saying, like, you don't luck into 6-1.
No,
you don't luck into 6-1. You know,
hard work, dedication.
So it's man, I'm telling you, man, you talk about two of the better coaches in the state on the same field, mutual respect.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Another big game tomorrow night. I mean, I know you said it, but I kind of want to go in a little more detail into it. East St. John versus Hornville.
Puka.
Hornville's undefeated in district right now with that kid Puka Williams. And Jaquan Jackson running that speed option out the pistol, man. This is gonna be a big game. They playing at East St. John. East St. John is 3-1.
Let's start calling Puka that step. Every time you see one of your highlights, bro, all you see is what.
He big time. He big time. He big time.
That's
he big time. I don't care nobody tell me he the best athlete in the state. I'm sorry. And he out there playing with 4 tools. East St. John, man.
Like, what?
What Coach Foster is doing with that team, a young East St. John team. A lot of those kids on that team is starting as 10th grade. A lot of 11th grade. He got a few seniors here and there, but most of that team is made up as 10 and 11th graders, bro. He's doing a great job over there at East St. John. The way they fought back against Terrebonne last week, Terrebonne was 5-1 coming to the game. To go to Terrebonne and was down 2 scores to beat them people like that, I was very impressed. And they got Hornville at home. And this is going
one of my good friends, the coaches at East St. John.
Right.
Repo.
Right.
Good Repo.
And I think, and to be honest with you, let's call it a speed to speed. East St. John really should be undefeated in district. after what happened to them at Destrehan the week before.
Right.
And that's what made it more impressive to me. For you to keep your team composed and still keep them locked in and coming on the road again. And beat a 5-1 team. Talented 5-1 terrible team. That says a lot about what they're doing over there at East St. John. That's gonna be a big game down there in LaPlace tomorrow. So I'm gonna be keeping my eye on that. Puka Williams is already saying he gonna rush for 300 plus again on these people.
Talk about that boy that step. I haven't seen a step like that.
I'm gonna be tuning into that game periodically while I'm covering the St. Helena.
That kid highlights a Bleacher Report worthy. That boy makes a step. Or you see somebody fall.
Now, big time.
Akeem is putting in his high school picks. He said he got Amite, Harnville, and Terrebonne.
Not bad.
He can't go against the alma mater. Speaking of alma maters, I think who alma mater doing better right now? Ours or G?
Y'all just lost to Grace King. Stop. Y'all lost to Grace King.
Man, what's y'all record?
We won 2 games.
Man, we lost 76. We lost 76 to nothing.
Listen, we bad, right? We bad. But you know how bad Grace King is? I'm gonna tell you how bad Grace King is. Never mind, because I don't want nobody to think I'm throwing a shot at them. But they bad.
I'll say this.
I ain't gonna say it, but they got a team that beat them like 50-7. And for them to beat Grace King 50-7, Grace King gotta be one of the worst teams that ever be constructed in high school football. So
we lost.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in Marrero over there at Higgins, dog. But for y'all to lose, I mean, y'all didn't lose bad. I think it was like 14-13.
We ain't got a kicker.
It don't matter.
Y'all lost to Grace King, dog. You can't never say nothing about my alma mater for the rest of your life.
I can. Y'all bad.
Grace King. Grace King.
Y'all notoriously bad.
Grace King.
Y'all notorious. We having a bad run.
Grace
y'all
King.
Notoriously bad.
That is true. We having a bad run.
Grace King.
That's it. We just having.
It started off with the fight.
Grace
It started
King.
off the fight with Cox. Then the 76 to nothing happened. And from that point, it was downhill.
King, dog. Grace King, bad.
Man.
I need to show you some film of him, and maybe then you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from.
Boy, I haven't heard Grace King in football in the same since 2000.
Didn't y'all lose to Fisher?
No.
Y'all bad, don't you?
We is bad. I said that from the jump. My alma mater, HL Bourgeois, we bad. Now we do got a stud.
HL stands.
We got like 2 studs on our team. You know, TJ Ruffin. This kid he probably about to reach the 1,000-yard mark this week against Destrehan. He's only a junior. He's probably one of the most talented kids in the state. Nobody really know about him. Be on the lookout for him. TJ Ruffin, man, he runs a 4.4. Kid about 6'2", and he's a 3-sport athlete. Runs track and he plays basketball. Kid's a stud. So be on the lookout for this kid in the future.
What HL stand for? How long y'all gonna lose?
Comeback King.
What LW stand for?
Lemuel Wallace. cousin of Biggie.
What his first name is? Lemuel.
Yeah.
Lemuel?
Hey,
Spell it.
Shit, they ain't teach us that.
Limeo.
Google.
It's L-E.
Google it.
Goggle it.
It's gonna be interesting. I will be in Ruston this weekend. Go and check out that playmaker, man. The Honey Badger Jr., Amit Robinson. Go and check him out against Southern Miss in Ruston. Go and check my dog out. My dog said he gonna make some plays. It's gonna be big. I can't wait to go down and see this and cover him this weekend. I will let y'all know how that experience was next Thursday for the show.
It's going down this weekend, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying I'm happy. I'm going up there to Amy, baby. I'm going up there to Kentwood, baby. We're going to the game.
You're not going to Kentwood.
I'm going to Greensburg. I'm going to Greensburg. St. Helena, 20-12.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction right quick.
2012. More night.
Key said Henry Lewis, bourgeois. We're gonna talk about pride. That's pride, dog. That's pride, dog.
Hey, I think Key about to Google that.
Nah,
Google it.
Key, you understand? Key like one of them people like
that boy said Henry Lewis.
We could beat and lost our last 30 games in a row. He will still be like this. Yeah, HL, what?
Hey, one thing I can say about King, he gonna make sure we straight. If don't no other fan check on,
he gonna check.
He gonna check.
He gonna make sure it's straight.
He gonna say everybody match after every show. Hey, but you know that show that's genuine love right there. Cause I know y'all two personally know him. I personally know, but like I feel like I know him. Look, I'm serious, man. I'm serious, man. Ever since we've been doing the show, like he's been that steady. He's been that steady.
Keem
guy.
on it.
Good. Whether we have
Keem
a good show or a horrible show, he there.
Keem on it.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then the thing about Keem, that's why, man.
He picked their meat.
Hey, his marriage gonna be off the chain because him and the fiance watch it together. You know what I'm saying?
They sports fans.
Y'all gonna be there, huh?
Oh, I ain't missing nothing.
As long as I get an invitation, I'm down.
Yeah. King, send him an invitation. Tell me the address over the line.
Hey, King, can I come? I don't want ready crash because I'm feel played if I drive way down to Homer.
I'm in the building.
It's down here. It's in New Orleans. Matter of fact, it's in Marrero somewhere.
Man, baby, look. I don't make me drive to my mama's house and walk down the street to your mama's house.
Send him a direct message via Facebook.
You know what I'm saying? I wants to come. I need to be in that number.
Listen, man.
Final remarks, anybody?
Hold up. Anthony Ruffin, come on, dog. Y'all gonna beat that strand? Stop, please. Listen,
ain't that your school?
Huh?
Ain't that your school? Yeah. You said y'all.
Listen.
I just want to.
Like he excluded himself.
Listen.
You mean
HL does not have a shot in hell to beat that strand tomorrow. Even though I hope it happens, it won't happen. I don't care if they're down to their fourth string running back. We don't have a shot to beat.
Not playing?
He said their running backs hurt. I don't know how true that is. But
don't matter.
I don't see HL just don't have the talent. We don't have the talent. We have the firepower to beat them people. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. But I think TJ Ruffin, I think your son will have a good game. But the whole grand scheme of things, they don't have a shot in hell.
I got a big.
Hey, I don't
Listen,
know.
my last take this weekend. Look, I got a
both
big take.
out.
I got a big take.
I don't give it out to the
Miss.
freshmen. They not beat HL, not beating them people, man. Listen. That's my mama. You don't think I know how bad we are?
Hey man, I'm just
on, man.
I'm just asking the question.
Like
man.
you didn't study them,
If
like,
the fans telling me something, I'm just asking.
Drew, you're late, man. We had a whole segment on Marshawn Lattimore, man. Whole segment on Marshawn Lattimore. Marshawn Lattimore, big time, man. He one of the better corners in the league. I think this guy gonna be a top 3, top 4 corner. When it's all said and done.
As long as he can stay healthy, if he can stay healthy, sky's the limit for him. Pure point blank. I think LSU wins by 25 tomorrow. Saturday. I think it's going to be one of those statement games that it's going to get the nation's attention that come after the bye. Bama need to watch out. Heard it here first.
I think they're gonna win. I don't know about 25. I think they're gonna win though.
I think they're gonna be open by 25. And it's gonna be one of those statement games to let the nation know. Do not overlook LSU.
I guess my final comments would be: I think this is a big week for all levels of football for the state of Louisiana, professionally, college. Like all I'm talking about, like
pro,
all
football,
like not just LSU. Talking about Tulane, they got a good big matchup coming up. La Tech, it's even Nichols. Southeast.
Nichols looking good right now too, man.
So so it's then high school, man. I'm telling you, look, it's a big week. If y'all can, man, just go out and support. If you can't get to your alma mater to support them, go just support the school that's in your area. Most of y'all got like 3 or 4 schools in your area. Just go support, man.
Just go see one.
You won't be surprised, man. It's nothing like Friday Night Lights. It's nothing like Saturday Night Lights. Nothing like Sunday afternoon after church. Watch it. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
man, I'm telling you, man. I think it's gonna be. I think it's a big.
It's a big weekend.
Yeah,
it's a big weekend. It's like a huge weekend. Like even the wins and losses. You look at high school football. They got a lot of district games. That matter. A lot of these teams will meet each other maybe 3, 4, 5 weeks down the road. You know what I mean?
And I want to touch on, man. I really appreciate what I'm seeing from a lot of these high schools wearing the pink, showing love for the breast cancer awareness this month. A lot of kids wearing pink socks and pink wristbands, and pink cleats, and
Right.
I'm glad we keep creating this
Support.
awareness around the areas, man. Because like I say, man, like we talked about, with the protesting and stuff. Yeah, wearing pink, it might not stop it, but it creates awareness.
It creates awareness.
This makes people go get their checkups like they're supposed to.
Yeah,
this
right.
makes people be aware of what's going on with their body and go and get it taken care of before it creates into a big problem.
Right.
And a lot of I know a lot of people that's breast cancer survivors, and I was just so like Friday, I covered the East St. John and Terrebonne game. I saw a lot of people for both teams.
Pink.
That wore a lot of pink, and it touched me because I'm like, damn, like these kids really, because some kids will be like, man, I ain't wearing pink, that's for women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I saw a lot of kids wearing pink, and I told a couple of them, like, man, I appreciate, you wearing the pink. I was like, do you understand what you doing? Some of them really didn't know. They say, I just woke up my mama or my coach told me.
Somebody asked me to wear it.
But they had a few kids that actually said, yeah, man, because my aunt or my nanny died from breast cancer. And so I'm wearing it because this is to create awareness and stuff like that. And that touched me as a man, because it's like, damn, you 16, 17 years old and you know about creating awareness and what this means. So I just want to touch on that, man, and let that be known that seeing that it means that we're going in the right direction.
Right.
Especially in the areas that I've been in, just seeing that pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
One last thing. I know we got a lot of our faithful people that always follow the show and watch us. And I just want to apologize for last week. I'm a work in progress. Like Fred knows me personally, G knows me personally. One of my things, like when I get aggravated, and so I won't say the wrong thing, I'll just shut down. Mm-hmm. So not say nothing, not make it worse. And I'm still new to this camera thing, even though it's like it's a bad look for the brand that we're trying to build. I apologize to y'all as the fans, our regular supporters. I'm a work in progress. I'm human. I make mistakes. And I'll try to find a better way of dealing with certain situations when they arise when we live on air.
There it is. Man, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. Don't we got a game tonight? We got before we go, Chiefs, Raiders. Chiefs, Raiders. Anybody got an update on the game? Because I know I got Tyreek Hill and Kelsey on my fantasy, and I don't want nobody to get hurt. So many injuries that happen in sport. Maybe that's another topic for another show, but so many injuries to stall people.
17-14 Chiefs second quarter.
I hope Kelsey Hill got me some points. I don't want nobody getting injured in that game. Good Lord. So many injuries.
Damn, I should have started Derek Carr.
What makes you think you shouldn't? Who you got over him?
Mariota.
Not bad. It's not bad.
Marcus?
That's not bad. Man, the Marcus put up numbers, man.
He put up.
Tyreek Hill got a touchdown for 64 yards.
There we go. There it is.
Make that money for you.
Kelsey got a touchdown.
There we go.
Make that money for you.
There we go.
What Kadeem Hunt doing?
Nothing.
He got 48 yards rushing.
Make that
Second
money
quarter,
for you,
8 minutes
boy.
left to go in the second quarter.
Make that money for you, boy. I'm about to have a
Damn, I should have started Derek Carr. Now, Amari Cooper doing his thing. I got it. I got Amari Cooper, baby. Four catches, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns, baby.
Man, how disappointing of a year that has been.
No Derek Carr.
Real quick before we go off, man, this season has been a shocker because teams that we thought were going to be doing great, Giants, Raiders.
Raiders ain't having a bad year.
They in desperation mode right now.
I know, but they 3-2, huh?
Nah.
No, they don't. They reckon not above 500. They lost like the last 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, they might be 2 and 3.
2 and 4.
2 and 4. So like teams that we thought was gonna be doing good.
The Cowboys, not but
No, we called that. We called that. We said that wasn't going. We said that Dak was going to have this.
they're gonna have a slump. They was gonna have a slump.
So that real quick, man. But other than that, man, the teams that wasn't supposed to have a shot out of hell.
The Rams.
Look. The Bears were supposed to be shit water, but when I tell you
they tough.
They playing some tough defense. I haven't even watched it, but they playing some tough football.
You got to be.
I say that they play. Everybody they play tough. Like teams are barely escaping out of that. Atlanta barely escaped.
I'm telling you this, and again, I think it's going to turn eventually. But if you ask me about the first 5 weeks of the season, Buffalo got a decent record. The Jets got a decent record somehow. You know, those teams, I thought they were all playing for the top 5 pick. And for them to have decent records right now, the Rams. I thought the Rams was in the sweepstakes for, you know, Arden Key. You know, it's not looking like that. You know, teams like the Giants, disappointing. Teams like the Raiders, disappointing right now. You know, the Broncos, disappointing. So that's a conversation for the next show. But, again, if the Raiders lose tonight,
We're playing good right now. Damn, I should have started Derek Carr.
I don't know why you starting Derek. They started him. I know you had more. I'd have started Derek Carr.
Y'all stay safe and stay blessed out there, my people. Producer giving us that.
They're giving that look. y'all turned up already. Time to turn off. We got to get wrapped up, folks. Y'all have a great night. Stay tuned in each Thursday. FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports. Only on New Orleans Talk Network. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow.
We out. GSports.
It's your boy Fred.
Hurricane Coach Hill. Signing out.
Go
HL Bourgeois.
Okay, guys. Food's on his way. I don't know what the hell happened tonight. Give me a couple of days, I'll give y'all an answer, all right?